Hello and welcome to Morris Park. Today I'm going to show you how to make a cage for your caterpillaring cacti that like to crawl around and keep them upright. Now this stand of bamboo we've had growing here for several years, and as you can see it's rather kind of dead looking. Reason for this is the polar vortex. Polar vortex pretty much killed out all this bamboo on the tops. Now the shoots coming out from below and under the ground will be fine. This will all grow back, but I really don't want to waste this, so I'm going to cut all these canes out and make stakes and little cages and stuff for my cacti. But today I'm going to show you how to make a little cage for a caterpillaring cactus. Okay, so I'm in the greenhouse now. As you see, I've got a wild cactus going on here. This is my Mammillaria pilcaensis. And it's doing the caterpillar, folks. A lot of these mammillarias and some other cacti too will kind of go caterpillar on you if they have no support. It's not detrimental to them, but it kind of takes up your space in the greenhouse. So what I'm going to do here is build a little bamboo cage for this. I've cut several upright pieces here. Then I've got several of these little branch pieces of bamboo. And what I'm going to do with them is they're going to go around here to form the cage. And also I have some strands of green yarn here to bind everything together. Okay, so let's get going on this. What I'm going to do is I've cut these pieces of bamboo so they're a little sharp on that one end. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide them down here in the pot. Like so. Like this. To try to form my cage. Okay, I've got all my upright pieces in here now for my cage. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these and go around here. I'm going to tie this to one of these and I'm going to loop it around so it'll form the cage. And I'll show you what I'm going to do here. We'll put a little piece of this yarn. Get a knot tied in that. Okay. I want to leave a little bit of this because I'm going to use that later. Then I'm going to take here, and start at the bottom, and this cactus isn't too terribly sharp spiny. It's kind of like a bristle brush, so it really isn't that hard to work with. If you're getting another cactus that has real sharp spines, you might want to use gloves or something. Okay, I'm going to take this and go around here like this. Whoops. I want to tie that a little tighter. That's not wanting to stay on there, is it? Get this tied on here a little tighter. Make sure it stays. Not be so tricky. Okay, swing around here like this. And I kind of leave some of these little ends on here on this bamboo so I can actually use it to tie onto. Okay, go around here like this and go around that node to that bamboo. Like that. Then I'm going to pull that in just a little bit. Like so. And then I'm going to use this piece that I left on here on the other end to tie it in. These things are pretty springy, so you're going to have to kind of have some tension on them while you're doing this. Okay. I've got that one on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and put a tie at each one of these uprights here. Okay, I've got the first one done here. As you see, it's tied around. I've got this excess here. And on this excess, all you got to do is cut this off. That. Give it a lot neater appearance. Cut that off there. And there. So that kind of cleans it up a little bit. And I'm going to get the rest of these on. I'm not going to bore you with showing each and every one going on. So I'll get these others on, and then I'll show you what this all looks like. Okay, so there it is. I've got it all caged up and everything now. You're probably saying, well, what about this guy? He's kind of flopping around there. Well, what I'm going to do, and this won't hurt him a bit, is I'm going to take some of this soft yarn here. I'm just going to tie it back to this back stake here. You got to kind of watch it because this yarn can kind of catch on them spines, and you don't want to rip your spines all out of your plant. So I'm going to come over here, a little gentle-like, and I'm just going to tie this little guy. Let me adjust this yarn here. Tie this little guy up to this stake. That way it'll be out of the way of the other ones coming up. Don't have to tie them too tight, just a little bit. In fact, I'm going to adjust this out. There we go. We'll adjust this out. And just loosely kind of tie it right here. So it's not too tight. You don't want to get them too tight to damage the spines or damage the plant itself. And go like that. This one's still fairly upright, so I don't have to worry about that. So that looks pretty good. And put our little sign there back in. Little tag. There we go. Okay, so there it is. Got it all caged up. And if you notice, this Mammillaria pilcaensis is full of buds. Look at that. It is going to be spectacular. And I just don't want it laying over itself and on top of other things. I want to be able to see all of it and be able to enjoy all the flowers and everything. There we go. Now, I used to use metal cages on a lot of these, making them out of fencing and so forth. But the bamboo, I got so much of it, and it's got more of a natural look, more pleasing. A little more open than the fencing is. It looks real good. Now this one here, for some reason, this little branch here didn't get any buds on it. I don't know why. It's growing okay. But the other two are doing very well. Anyway, I hope this helps you out. If you got a lot of bamboo you got to get rid of, and you got some caterpillar wild cactus going all over your greenhouse and trying to crawl in with all the other ones, this is a way to control those wild cactus. Keep them from crawling all over everybody else. Anyhow, this is Clyde Morris from Morris Park. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, rest of your Sunday. Enjoy and take care.